Well, it's been down to as low as 23 degrees here at Cruiseman's Garage, outside, of course. So not much riding this week. What have I been up to in the garage?
This video is sponsored by Cruiseman's Garage Honda Goldwing Maintenance Video Series.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Cruiseman's Garage. And today I just made some notes of some things I wanted to make you aware of. As I said in the intro, I've been very cold here the last week to 10 days, ever since the holidays really. It had gotten down as low as 22, 23 degrees. We did get some ice and snow. Really, we got snow and then it kind of melts and then freezes over overnight. During the day, it would sometimes get up to 38, 40 degrees. I did notice that yesterday it warmed up a little bit. I didn't get out and ride because I was busy on some projects, but I did notice Tom over at Tom's Goldwing Adventures put out a new video. He must have gone for a ride yesterday. If you haven't checked out his channel, make sure you check it out. And I will also let you know about, I finally got my Insta360 Ace Pro 2 in. It's been ordered since, I believe, October. And they were just delayed, back ordered, so I finally came in. So as I mentioned in a previous video, if anybody is interested in my Ace Pro, which I have all the original packaging, the only thing I don't have are all the little manuals and all the different languages, but they don't really tell you much anyway in those manuals. All their stuff is online anyway. But I do have the Ace Pro. It's in perfect working order. Also comes with a couple of extra batteries. So if you're interested in that, shoot me an email at info@cruisemansgarage.com. I'll shoot you back a price, and if you're interested, I'll ship it out to you. Okay, great. By the way, great camera. I really am a big fan of Insta360. That's why I think I have 4 of their cameras now. So anyway, if you want an Ace Pro, let me know. I also have started a new email newsletter program. I'm going to be putting out a little more periodic information via email. A lot of you have requested that. Maybe some detailed written tips and tricks and things like that. So rather than just videos, a lot of times I get special deals from suppliers, vendors. They might have discounts or special offers, and I do put those in my videos, but maybe you missed a video and you didn't get it. So from now on, if you're on my email list, I'll periodically be emailing that information out to you. Now, what you can do is you can sign up for that newsletter using the address on the screen. It's cruisemansgarage.com/newsletter.html. And if you go to that page, you can fill out a short form, just your first name, last name, and email address. That will put you in the email list, and you'll also get, as a reply back, once you have to double opt in, because we want to make sure it's you that's requesting to be on the list. That way somebody else couldn't add your name and your email to our mailing list. It will send an email to your email address, and you have to approve this. It's called a double opt-in type of setup. And once you've done that and you become part of the list, you'll get back an email that has some pretty cool links in it. It will have links to those PDF files that we've talked about in previous videos for the emergency start procedure and also the DCT initialize procedure. So you'll get those links with that email. Now, if you've already registered for the PDF of the emergency start and or the DCT initialize, you're already on my email list. You're already registered. So you don't have to do this again. You're already on the list. And just so you know, you can unsubscribe to this email list at any time. Every email I send out, there will be a link at the bottom for unsubscribe, and you're immediately taken off any future emails that go out. So you won't, a lot of people today, I'm the same way. You worry about, you don't want a bunch of spam. You don't want to be getting a bunch of emails. Maybe right now you have a Honda Goldwing, and maybe 6 years from now or 2 years from now you buy a BMW and you don't want to get my emails anymore. Okay, if that's the case, you can unsubscribe, no problem. Okay, we'll get on with that. Thanks for signing up. I appreciate it. We're really trying to build up that email list. I'm going to have some special offers for you, some special discounts if you're on that newsletter email list. Let's see. Oh, I've updated some things around the garage. Some of you saw me, if you watched it, I built that little work table that I'm using. I'm going to be doing a live video from the garage. I'll be using that to hold my computer and my lights and some other things. And I went ahead and put a vinyl wrap on the top, kind of a carbon fiber looking vinyl wrap. And I also found some really nice soft rubber bumpers to go on the corners of that table so that if I accidentally bump it and it hits the car, the motorcycle, it won't scratch any, the corners won't scratch anything. I also added some new casters. It came with casters, but only 2 of them had locks on the casters. And I wanted to be able to lock down all 4 wheels so it didn't accidentally start rolling around on me. So I added a new set of casters. I think I only paid like $17 for 4 casters, and they're really nice. Rubber, ball bearing, really good casters. So that's new. I also have this really cool new mat under the motorcycle. You probably can't see it because I'm in the way. But my friend Dale, who many of you have met, has an Africa Twin. Used to have a Goldwing, now he has an Africa Twin. Took a trip to Alaska this year on it. He's also an MSF instructor. And he came by the other day and brought this cool mat from my custom printed, has Cruiseman's Garage logo on it. I mean, it's really, really nice. You basically park the bike on it. Now, what I'm doing, of course, I'll have to remove the mat if I do an oil change or something like that. I wouldn't want to get oil on it, obviously. And I don't know how durable it is. It doesn't feel super durable. It comes from a company called motorcyclemat.com, but apparently you can have them custom printed because it's got my logo on it. It's really nice. It's big enough to where you can roll the bike. I think they make them in different sizes. So if you have a smaller motorcycle, you could probably get a smaller mat for that. Obviously the Goldwing's a pretty big bike, so it needs the larger mat. Now, what I do is when I put it on the center stand, I'm afraid that would tear up the mat, you know, the weight of the bike on the center stand. So Dale also brought me a little piece of poplar to put under the center stand when I put it up on the center stand to protect that mat. So at least it protects the mat. And then I use a little kickstand coaster, you know, for the kickstand, because the kickstand will dig right into that mat and I'm sure it would cut it if you're not careful. So anyway, that's cool. Other things I've been working on is I'm looking for little projects around the house. Since I can't ride, I've got all kinds of little maintenance issues and things I need to be doing. I need to repaint some more of this garage, the dark gray. I've still got a couple of sections I need to do. But we have 3 outdoor lanterns mounted to the wall. One next to each garage and one out in front of the house. And these are LEDs that I bought at Costco about 6-7 years ago. And the LEDs are on little panels. They're not bulbs. These are like little LED panels. And some of the LEDs, most of the LEDs have burned out. They're just not working anymore. So I think there's only one working LED in a couple of these lights. I've already replaced one on the one garage, and I basically bought a retrofit kit online where you can disassemble the lantern and you basically take out the old LEDs, put in the new one, put in a new power supply, put in a new daytime sensor, because it does have a sensor. It comes on at dusk every evening. It's pretty cool. They're nice lights, and I love the design. I would have replaced them with just all new lanterns, but we haven't been able to find one. We have not been able to find new ones that have this same style, this same design. Everything now is a real contemporary design to it, so we just wanted to keep the lantern and just replace the LED. So I've been working on that, having a couple of wiring issues. If any of you out there are electricians and you really understand home electrical issues, please shoot me an email. info@cruisemansgarage.com, because I have a couple of questions I might want to ask you. Maybe you can help me. I'm having an issue getting one of the lanterns to light up. I can't seem to get it to work. So I know somebody out there really knows electronics or electrical AC stuff, so let me know and I'll shoot you an email. Just a quick update on the service recall from Honda for the bolt, the primary drive bolt replacement. I would highly recommend that if you haven't done so already, go ahead and get in touch with your Honda dealer that you plan to take your bike to and get it scheduled. Now is a slow time of the year for service departments because it's cold weather, it's wintertime. They're just not as busy as they are in the spring and summer. So now they have the time to do these bolt replacements, and I would go ahead and get it scheduled within the next 30 to 60 days if you can. They'll probably have to order the parts. So go ahead and contact your Honda dealer with your VIN number, and they'll look it up and tell you if you have a 2018 through 2021, your bike might be in the group that needs to be recalled. So go ahead and contact your dealer, get that scheduled, and get it over with so that you're ready to ride in the spring. If you wait until March or April, they're going to be swamped. And they're probably going to have your bike for a couple of days to get this done, just guessing. Okay, one other last thing is I got an email from Phil Pearson, one of our viewers, and I just got it today, and he asked me a question I thought I'd go ahead and answer in this video. His question is, how come Honda's only selling blacked out versions of the engine and the mufflers now? All the models here in the US anyway, both the black and gray as well as my white, have the blacked out engine and the blacked out mufflers. And he's asking, why is that? Because he likes chrome. And honestly, I kind of prefer the chrome mufflers as well. I think it looks a little classier. I would have preferred chrome over the blacked out, but I'm getting used to the blacked out. I do like the blacked out wheels. I kind of like the blacked out engine, but I still like chrome as well. And I think there's a couple of reasons maybe why Honda's doing this. Matte black is pretty popular right now. That may be one reason, but I think the main reason is cost. It's probably cheaper. It's probably less expensive to powder coat these mufflers than it is to chrome plate. And also there's the environmental aspect that it's a virtue signal. A lot of companies now are, the environmental move, this whole green movement, they basically, anything that you like, in this example, chrome, anything you like and that you enjoy in life, they're going to find a reason why that's killing the planet, and they're going to try to take it away from you. I'm just convinced that that's the thing now. So chrome plating, they've said it's all environmental hazards. The chemicals are bad for the environment. So there's a lot of places you can't even get chrome plating done now. I don't know that there's a car left that has chrome wheels. I don't think you can find any chrome wheels. You might find some plastic chrome, a little, like on this new Lexus, we've got a little bit of chrome trim around the windows. It's not just chrome plating. For example, all the Lexus and models now don't have leather anymore. We used to have real leather, which I think is luxury. That to me is a premium brand when a car has leather. I think there's Hondas that have real leather. But no, Lexus has decided that now they give you this material called Nulux. It's fake leather, basically. It's nice, it looks okay, but it doesn't have quite the same feel or the same texture or the same smell as real leather. I call it No-Lux because to me it's just not luxury at all. But that's another story. But that, basically the environmentalists have convinced some car manufacturers that cows are killing the environment, cow farts or whatever. idiotic crap they come up with. That's why they don't want you to eat real meat anymore. They don't want you to eat steak or meat, because the idea is to get rid of all the cattle. Because if you like steak and they get their way, you wouldn't be eating any steak. If you like chrome, you're not going to have chrome. If you want, it doesn't matter what it is, air travel, they don't want you to travel. They'll travel in their private jets to go to their environmental meetings, but you're not supposed to. You're supposed to stay home. They want you to drive an electric car because in their mind, that is environmentally sound, even though we could have that argument all day long that lithium does more damage to the planet than petroleum. And anyway, so I don't want to get into that rant right now. You know what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to explain that's why I think you don't see chrome on these new motorcycles, is because it's a virtue signal. These companies are saying, okay, we won't do it. They can. Honda can make chrome. Lexus can. They put chrome around the windows. But things might be changing on the 20th of this month. A lot of attitudes toward this whole environmental movement are starting to change. Big banks, big financial institutions that have been going down this environmental path, you know, debanking companies because they didn't meet their environmental standards. That's starting to go away. It's starting to drop. And I think it's it's a very expensive thing for these companies to do. So anyway, that's my rant for the day. I apologize if that upsets somebody, but you know, okay, so it does. Hey, I appreciate you joining me today. Don't forget to sign up for the newsletter. Go to cruisemansgarage.com/newsletter.html. And I will see you on the next Cruiseman's Garage. Got a Crown and Comments coming up this weekend. It'll be out on the 20th. I decided to go ahead and release the next Crown and Comments on January 20th. You'll know why when I do the Crown and Comments. Got a new podcast coming up this weekend, so keep an eye out for that. Thanks again for joining me. I'll see you on the next Cruiseman's Garage. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and give it a thumbs up. That really does help my YouTube channel, and it needs all the help it can get. Okay, thanks guys. I'll see you soon.